Gundam Tanaka's like that one coworker who goes on about some bullshit about how demons haunt his house, so he taught his puppy to banish them, causing his dog's eyes to go pure white like Aang in Avatar, and after work he has to go fill in for the high elders of this realm, where he'll likely hand down punishments he doesn't agree with, which apparently includes throwing people into dungeons. Except, that coworker doesn't have swag like Gundam Tanaka. Your coworker Jake, he smokes unfiltered crack. Gundam Tanaka is straight edge, all natural, no filler. Jake says some bullshit and you say, sure, you totally meditated for 6 days straight as a 6-year-old, leading doctors to definitely think you were dead. And with Gundam Tanaka, you're like, this dude fucking rocks, this guy's awesome, I gotta hear more of his stories. But on top of that, he shares his awesomeness with his 4 cool-ass hamsters, otherwise known as the 4 Dark Devas of Destruction. His aura is unbelievable.
Alright, Maven Mongola here to talk about my favorite character. It's hard to choose, but I think I gotta go with Amuro from the original Gundam all the way to like Char's Counterattack. Boy was an engineering genius. Dad built the Gundam. All he had to do was read the manual in the middle of a battle. He was so interested in the manual that he didn't fully care about the battle. Got the Gundam, operated it, and had the first mobile suit battle ever in Gundam. Too bad he got thrown into a war, but it's just Amuro in the original Gundam is just such a great character of like the pinnacle or the start of basically kid thrown into war and then seeing all that experience, and it just Amuro is one of the reasons I love the original Gundam. But going on to like all the way to like Char's Counterattack, there's a lot going on in Zeta. We're not going to touch on Zeta, but adult Amuro is also just fantastic, and he says one of just the best lines. I'm not as impatient as you are. I'm willing to wait for humanity to learn and grow. And then just like starts the miracle of Axis Shock with the psycho frame and Char kind of being included. Basically just gets both sides, Zeon and Londo Bell / the Federation, to try to stop Axis from landing on Earth, to completely destroy it. It is just such a great scene in anime, and just, it gives me hope. I love Amuro. He is hope personified.
Imagine a sidekick-esque character in games who doesn't suck ass and annoy you. Who comes to mind? I'll give you a few seconds. Alright, that's enough time. If you didn't say Maya Fey, you're dead wrong. Because Maya Fey is top tier. She brings the good vibes. And I can relate to her insatiable hunger. Shout out all my hungry bitches, for real. But for real, sometimes sidekicks in games are just forgettable or they're extremely annoying. You know how annoying it is when you want to solve the puzzle and like you have the audacity to take more than like, I don't know, 10 seconds, and you got some guy going, I think you might need to turn the wheel 3 times counterclockwise and maybe the other one, maybe once clockwise, but I don't know. That's just me, your lowly sidekick. And you're like, dude, I wanted to solve that. But instead, Maya argues with you on the terminology of ladders versus step ladders, obsesses over food, and she calls you an idiot. She's awesome. Sometimes you'll be thinking, oh man, poor Nick, you know, the main character of Ace Attorney, but you'll be like, dude, this is top tier friendship. She calls him an idiot, and that's the basis of a good friendship. Sometimes friendship requires calling each other idiots and like stupid little nicknames, but like at the end of the day, you got each other's back. It's top tier friendship, top tier sidekick. I wouldn't have anyone else by my side when I'm solving murder cases as a lawyer, which I will definitely be doing at some point, obviously.
Hi, I'm Toro, and let me introduce you to fucking Nicole from Class of 09. Okay, so she's basically this bitch who's a proclaimed sociopath and would do anything for her benefit. You might think, who would like a character like that? Me apparently, because guess what? She's actually a charming, dislikable person. Funny, right? Because who doesn't at least admire a girl who gaslights, gatekeeps, and girl bosses her way into shit? The fact that she's so manipulative that she's able to reverse manipulate pedophiles into being the victim is such a power move for real. Look, I haven't even played the second or third game, but from the first game alone, I know she's just a badass character. Even I would realistically dislike her IRL. But she does have some, like, positive qualities, like, you know, being against pedophiles, but just look at her! There's Jekka too! Awfully awful. Two negatives makes a positive, right? Right?